start getting back into conspiracy theories. I think I'm bored. I need something to fill the time with. I'm not going normal conspiracies this time either. Like they fuck with the food supply, the drugs, the pharmaceutical companies, not the shit that's real. I was watching Drug Inc. I think that's what it's called on Netflix. And it's all prescription pills, especially in the States. Oxycontin. Apparently that's $80 a pill. Oxycontin. I reckon that was one of the closest I've ever been to dying. I got given 4 Oxycontin tablets at Fort Lauderdale Airport in the US. And then me and my mate went out all night. We went to Miami. I forgot about these fucking pills. And we were drinking. It was like 3 a.m. in the morning. We were walking down the street with two 7-foot-tall black trannies, a black homeless guy who was doing, I don't even know if he was homeless, but he was doing some drawings or paintings and shit. And he was really wired into these paintings or drawings or whatever the fuck they were. And then he showed us the paintings and it looks like a fucking 2-year-old did it. And not like, wow, he deconstructed art. I mean, like, it literally looked like a fucking 2-year-old did it. So he was there, and there was some gangster who had a gun tucked down his pants, walking with us as well. This is our crew, me and my mate, walking down the street. We're in the middle, 2 trannies on either side of us. Behind us, the guy with the paintings, and at the back, the gangster with the gun, yelling at the trannies, calling them faggots and shit like that. And the trannies are like, we could beat you up, shut the fuck up. So I think he was like a homeless gangster or something like that. At one stage, me and my mate are just sitting there making the 2 trannies laugh. We're in good form. We're fucking drunk as. And I step back for a second. I'm like, you know what would make this a more magical moment? If I took 2 of those 4 Oxycontins. Yeah, let's do it. Even though I know they're strong as fuck, and even though I know I have no tolerance for it, and even though I've never taken them before, and even though I've been drinking all day and all night, let's fucking double. Let's double up on the Oxycontin. So I took them, and I think within about half an hour, I was violently throwing up, and it felt like my body was shutting down. So I had to get back to the hostel, a dorm hostel. So it was like fucking 20 people to a dorm, and there was 1 toilet, and I locked myself into the toilet, and I was just throwing up, convulsing, nodding off as well. I don't think I fully grasped the dangerousness of that fucking situation, and it lasted quite a while as well. It would have lasted at least, the whole ordeal probably lasted about 4 hours or 6 hours. I was throwing up for a long time. It wasn't that good opioid throw up either. It was like my body violently trying to get rid of the toxins out of my system. So I was watching Drug Inc. thinking about that and just thinking, like, isn't that a conspiracy that all these pharmaceutical companies can just sell you heroin? I know everyone's clued on to this by now, but it's still pretty mind blowing. All the Sinaloa cartel is an extra violent version of a pharmaceutical company, a Mexican violent version of pharmaceutical companies. Probably not even less violent. These pharmaceutical companies are killing more people than the Sinaloa cartel. Yeah, so I'm going to start delving back into conspiracy theories. If you've got any good ones, I don't want to hear any fucking flat earthing shit. If you've got any good ones, like, listen to this, man. I could go some aliens. I'll go some wild ones, just not the flat earth one. I don't give a shit about that. I do not care if the earth is flat or round. I don't care if they've lied to me about it being flat. I just don't care. It's hilly. There's some inclines and there's some declines. Other than that, I don't give a shit. I wish it was more flat. I wish there was no hills. Hills are the bane of my existence. I wish there was no stairs too. Can we just flatten it right out? So if you've got some conspiracy theories, just send them my way and I'll have a little dig into them. Alright, that's me for tonight. Laters, brah.